ladies and gentlemen.
Muy buenos días a todos. Vamos a ver de qué parte del mundo.
Let's see from what part of the world where have people connected. Type in the chat, please, from where you're logging in and from where are you logging in.
Ayúdenme a mandar un pantallazo a sus grupos de WhatsApp.
Help me to share a screenshot to your WhatsApp groups because we are starting from Colombia, Tejupilco, Mexico City, Michoacán, Mexico. Greetings, Alex, from Cuautitlán and Ixtlali.
Muchas gracias. Portland, Oregon, Cartagena, Colombia, excelente.
Portland, Oregon, and Cartagena, excellent.
Desde Colombia, Montería, bendiciones. Ciudad de México, saludos. Zapopan. Me encanta porque
Zapopan.
es muy chistoso cómo nosotros decimos las ciudades de Colombia y cómo los colombianos dicen nuestras ciudades.
It's so amusing.
Zapopan.
It's so amusing how the Colombians and Mexicans said their own cities because it's so different. Because the people from Colombia says Zapopan instead of Zapopan. Greetings from Peru. Excellent. I love it because we're doing simultaneously in different broadcasts. I'm reading the chats in Zoom, but it's live in different platforms. We're on TVDecentra, we're also YouTube, we're by Zoom. We have a lot of people that is connected right now. Greetings from Cartagena. Greetings to my dear brother, James. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have the pleasure to greet you from the beautiful Mexico City. For the people that I don't have the pleasure to know, is Alex Ramos. I'm a professional networker for about 4 years. In October, it's going to be 4 years. I studied law in Guadalajara and helping to grow this project. We have people also from Quito because we're about to start. And I repeat, please share a screenshot with your groups and teams and community. And for the people that have never heard a mentorship or a training from me, you're never gonna find that I will share something that it hasn't worked for me or worked for someone that helps someone near me, like a mentor or a leader, and something that I will see and I have done, something that works. Because I have a lot of books, because sometimes you will read a book and the writer became millionaire by writing that book, not by doing the things that he writes in that book. But there's other kind of people that they become millionaires in other types of way, and then they write it down. And this is so attached to my philosophy, my life philosophy. Right now we're in Mexico City. I'm from Guadalajara and having a launch in all this city. I'm thinking if I will return back to Guadalajara or I will stay a few more days, because the growth that we're having in this company is so huge. And to have people to listen to this information and the thing that we have to share. And there's an important point in here. And that point, you need to be good up here so you can materialize all the things that you have today and that you want in your physical plane. Everything starts in your head, and then we can start materializing it and visualizing it. I don't see a person that says, I want an iPhone or a new car, and it just appears. You need to think it first, then you materialize it. With all the things that you want, you first think of it, and then you materialize it. That's why it's so important, all this process that we call trainings or mentorships, like whatever you want to call them, for you to start learning from mentors and stop learning from mistakes. What you want to learn from. Because in this industry of network marketing, I had a very quick process, and it's because I listened to the people that have the results that I want to have, or they had the results that I want to have. And this is a little bit of the things that I'm going to talk to you about. And let me share my screen.
Excelente.
Okay, excellent.
Súper.
Great.
Pues el día de hoy yo les voy a hablar de algo.
Guys, so let me tell you something that is unavoidable, and that's the curve of learning. And we have 3 points in many, that is the 3 main points of this, that you need to face all the networkers. And those 3 points,
van muy enfocados y van muy ligados a que si en serio los empiezas a pasar,
and they're bounded, and if you start doing it,
va siendo más difícil. Y tenemos que entender número 1.
and you need to understand number 1,
La industria del network marketing, por más fácil que la gente le
the network marketing
más sencillo que parezca,
industry,
no es para todos. Porque el mundo
as easy as it seems, or as easy as other people let it see, network marketing ain't easy, and it requires, and it's indispensable that you have that commitment, and it's a general commitment, and you will prioritize, and you will start realizing how important it is regarding to certain points. You need to realize that in that learning curve, that this is a business of leverage. Has it ever happened to you that you have partners that doesn't want to bother you and says, oh, I don't want to send you messages because you're going to be very and so busy, or sometimes you don't want to send messages to that sponsor because he's going to be busy and maybe he will not pay attention to me. I don't know what he's doing because he has a lot of people in their organization. You need to understand something. This business is of leverage, and you need to have that leverage from the people that already have the results. Ladies and gentlemen, that is key. That is key. Because you need to have that leverage of the people that today have the results. And let me tell you something. It's not that the leaders were the Mother Teresa of Calcutta, and that we are only doing the business or the fact of helping you. You need to understand that the leverage is not a benefit for you, but also for the leader. This is a double leverage because your leader will help you in all of your process of that start and that launch. And your leader will do those billings at the same time. We need to understand that the leverage is important for both sides. Leader, if you're listening to me, leveraging your people will have that benefit. And if you're barely starting, you need to understand that your leader also cares about that leverage. That's an important point, because number 2, we're not either bosses or employees of absolutely no one. All of us, we came to this industry to build that financial freedom, not to work for someone else. That's why, and therefore, we have the fortune to choose network marketing. And out of the benefits is that I can be in Mexico City, I can be in Guadalajara, I can be in Colombia, I can be in Dubai, in Spain, in any part of the world, and I can be developing this business and sharing the information with people around the world. That's an important advantage, because if today, if the money and time will be a problem and an issue, where will you be? What will you be doing? I will keep sharing this opportunity because, ladies and gentlemen, you reach to a point where money is not the thing that moves you. If at first it was, it doesn't move you and excite you and motivate you to develop this business, because now what you're seeking is to help other people, because the 99.99% of the people that arrives network marketing is because of that residual income. Because if you do it right, you will have that multiple paid. Because you invite a good partner or you develop a good leader, and that will be giving you that residual income, and you will be generating that check. First challenge, you need to have a route to follow and a path to follow. And please write this down. The first step is to have a plan. If you don't know where you're going, you're already there. And that happens within network marketing. And not to say that happens to 100% of the people that is out there. most of the people doesn't know where they're going. Sometimes when I do a training, I ask the closest leaders and partners, hey guys, so where are we running to? Or what are you running? Where are you running as a personal goal? We're starting month and I send a message to the leader, and what is the goal of this month? Oh, well, leader, I think that I'm going to diamond, double diamond, or maybe a ruby or emerald. I don't know. We had a lot of answers. Okay, great. And why do you want the diamond? No, to pay debt and to be positioned as a top leader. And do you already have that plan? Well, we're gonna present the business and focus on follow-ups and closures. You have to be meticulous because people most often that doesn't plan will fail. People will never plan to fail, but you will fail because you're not having a plan. So number first is that you need to have that plan. If you already set that goal in your mind,
te la va a trazar tu upline, te la va a trazar tu rango ascendente.
your upline is going to help you trace it. But if you don't have that goal in your head first, if you are not setting where you want to reach, it's not good to tell you how to get from Guadalajara to Mexico City, because we can have 10,000 routes. And if you don't have that destination that you want to arrive and achieve that goal, first you need to have the plan, and then you need to find a mentor. And the thing that we have the most in this company, our mentor, we have people that are so good. They are legends in the industry of network marketing. And you can find a very good compensation plan or a vehicle that has sort of interesting things, but you're not going to find any like Decentra. But you're going to find in an easy or simple way a person that will tell you, I will work with you alongside hand by hand. And today our commitment like leaders has to be able to tell all the people that are
contigo o indirectamente,
directly or indirectly with you, is you count with me. You can count with me because we're part of a single community, and you can count with me 100% in everything that I can help you out. Because today any leader can be so easy in their house to let the teams work in social media, to do a prospection, and most of us we're traveling because it's the 4th week that we're coaching people, and maybe I will go back to Guadalajara and then come back to Mexico City. And maybe 6-7 hours driving. We do that prospection, follow up, and then we'll go back to Querétaro, we go back to León. Maybe it's like 1 or 2 hours and go back to Guadalajara, then keep working with the teams in Guadalajara. And that's to be in the field with the people. You need to understand that to work the fullest with you, to give you that mentorship and telling you what to do is key in this industry to have success. Because when I started in the business of cryptocurrency, I need you to help me because I don't understand crypto. And he went to leave to my apartment 1 month. And that was my condition to sign with him. And in 1 month, we became diamonds. And it helped. Thank you a lot. I already know what this business is about. And then he went back to his house because I need to keep listening to the person that has the results. And let me tell you, and if the stone hit you, but you cannot be today from your house believing that the business is going to be built by itself. Remember that the leader, and remember that the people will not do what they want. People will do what the leader does. So you need to be working with your community, and you need to assume that role of an independent owner and independent entrepreneur. If you're new, if the new partner is successful, it's your fault. But if he isn't successful, it's your fault. But as an owner of a mistaken plan and mistaken packaging our company, oh, I haven't made money because my upline isn't helping me. Have you heard? Have you talked to him? Have you sent a message? So do you send another message? Because who is interested in to do those calls and who's interested in to learn? It's to you. You need to focus. You need to learn that this is a chess game. If I move a piece, then you need to move. It's the both of us to run this business. Because you need to understand something. We have one of the best systems that exists in the training system worldwide. And this isn't purely of network marketing. Because at night we do those live mentorships, and at least I do it in Guadalajara. And if you need support, I will help you as long as I'm there. But I will give you something that is key, that it really helped me when I started in the network marketing, and that it was that I never chase that check. How, Alex? Yes, so I do love money, but that wasn't my main goal, and I joined because I wanted to make a lot of money, but I never chased after a check. I was chasing the skills and the ability. I never chased that money because I understood that the money is the result of a job well done, and to follow that plan. You need to start integrating skills and abilities and that information and that knowledge, because it's a process and it's a route that you need to keep following. Well, you started with that route. You're prospecting it and everything else, but you don't do that follow-up. And there's a thin line between a follow-up and chasing. I know that we have heard 1,000 times, it doesn't stop being a prospect. Either he dies or he blocks me. I just keep prospecting and sending messages until that person dies or just blocks me. But you need to be subtle. And the follow-up is something very important for that leverage to show those results, because follow-up is key. What's the follow-up, in my point of view? Is to do what you were gonna do it in the moment that you said that you were gonna do it. My brother, we finished the presentation. I asked you for information. I send it to you tomorrow, 12. Well, I'm sending you the information right now, and then
le mandaste mañana el PDF 12 del día y él te contesta, bueno, mi hermano, excelente, déjame revisarlo y nos hablamos en estos días.
Maybe he will say like, okay, you already have that follow-up, and to see like tomorrow I will send you that PDF, and then you call him midnight, but you said that you were gonna do it the next day. You need to do the follow-up correctly, because if you say it's gonna be 12 noon, it has to be 12 noon. And it's important for you to close a lot more people. And that follow-up is that passive follow-up. When I'm doing a presentation, ladies and gentlemen, I never, I will not tell them that they will not sign. Either you sign right now, or I give you 6 months, because you're going to be part of my team or my community. It can be today, it can be tomorrow, or top 6 months, because that happened to me. Because I always said in their mind, and I promise you that you're going to be seeing stories of the people that invited you, and you will see that if it works or not. Because I will do that passive follow-up even you don't want to. What's that passive follow-up? My stories, my results, what I upload to my feed, and stories and reels. Or look, like I went to a party this weekend, and maybe doing things that is not alongside with that business topic. When you develop yourself within the network marketing, because today I will do a training at night, maybe a live, where we're gonna talk about what is key to do that follow-up, and is to uncover yourself as a networker. How many of you, and when you're introducing yourself in an event with someone, hey, Alex Ramos, 27-year-old, I'm a lawyer, I'm in profession. Maybe you can hear like, I'm a marketer, and did you even mention you're a networker or what you do? I'm a businessman, I'm an investor. But it's key to recognize what we are doing today, and that is network marketing.
Pero cuando tú ya te
And I will be
destapas,
talking a lot of this, but when you uncover yourself as a networker,
tomar una postura de
you need to take that posture as a networker,
porque nosotros no podemos ser
because we cannot be networkers of a half time,
de medio tiempo.
because it will pay you like a networker is in a half time. That's a part-time job. Or you want to be paid as a professional. Do you want to earn
Enrique Salazar, tienes que
like
ser
Enrique Salazar? You need to be a professional and full-time networker,
de tiempo completo, como Luis, como todos los diamantes que el día
like
de
all
hoy,
the diamonds that we have in the company,
todo el liderazgo que se tiene
all the leadership that we have in the enterprise.
tienes que
Do you
ser
want to make and earn like them? You have to become a professional networker. You cannot be a part-time networker. You cannot be Monday to Friday and not the weekends. I'm not telling you to live aside all your personal life, but I'm just telling you that you don't need to be sharing those things, because that is part of your passive follow-up.
Una cosa es tu vida privada y otra
Because
cosa
one thing is your personal life
por marketing.
and the other one is your business life,
Una herramienta
because
clave.
your social media will become key for your business.
Porque ahí va una parte
Because
importante del seguimiento.
there goes an important part of that follow-up. People will see if you succeeded
Te cambiaste.
or didn't.
Una visión o no la cumpliste.
If you didn't change your goals and you didn't fulfill your goals or didn't achieve what you promised to yourself, because you are your best follow-up.
Y un punto importante,
And there's an important point in this. When I do a follow-up and after doing a presentation,
identificado
I need to identify and have identified it,
una necesidad
a necessity and a need of my prospect to be able to fulfill that need. Because I'm not selling a financial vehicle or just a promise. What I promote to people is a solution to their problems and needs. How do I realize if I already solved that need or that problem? There's a system
familia, ocupación, recreación y
that is called FORD: family, occupation, recreation, and money.
con una presentación uno a uno o en una
I always
¿para qué? Para identificar
will take this into a talk to know where that need and that problem to that person and to be able to solve that need. That's what I do. Decentra comes here
no viene a darle más dinero nada más. No viene a darles un
to solve their life, not only to give them money, not just to give them a second job, because it came here to solve, because we solve people's problems. And the company, what it does is to solve people's lives. Tell me, yes or no, if within the enterprise, this business, you're doing $10,000 a month, wouldn't that make your life easier? And tell me something specific into something that you need to do it. In the family, we can solve that a little bit with your family. In recreation, I have a sport I want, but it's expensive. I like to travel, but that is expensive. Well, we already solved that problem of your recreation. I don't have money. We already solved it of the capital. That's what we do within the company. We solve those problems, ladies and gentlemen.
persistencia.
So you need to have perseverance.
Para mí ese es uno de los puntos más importantes.
This is one of the most important points.
El otro día platicaba con un socio.
The other day, I was talking with a partner here in Mexico City, and he was telling me, Alex, it has become so difficult, this process. Okay, brother, tell me, how you doing? And he's barely launching. He were eating breakfast, and he's still 3 weeks from his launch. He started, because I have 3 weeks within you and with you, and I don't have the results, and you're not building what you want to build. Brother, it's not for sharing or to compare. I have people that have 5 or 10 years in this industry, and they still don't have the results that they want. There's a learning curve that is inevitable, and maybe that learning curve will be 2 months, 6 months, 2 years. It depends, and it's up to you, the process that you want to have with that learning curve. But understanding the point that you need to learn a lot more skills for you to have that effective closure. You need to have more leverage with us, because you're trying to do this business by yourself. It's like you want to become a lawyer and you get into school and you barely three weeks in it, and you want to take and be pulling people out of the jail. How can you be making money, have the leverage with your teacher, because he knows how to do it. And if that person knows how to do it, have that leverage. I don't know if you're an engineer or lawyer, doctor, I don't know. But whatever you do in the thing that you have expertise, and a new person arrives to the place you work and wants to do the same thing that you want to do with the things that you have been learning and doing for many years. You need to be insistent and persistent. The only ways of you to fail within this company and this industry is if you quit. There is no way to fail in this industry, but if you quit, because it will reach to a point where you're just gonna smash all that results. My leaders, if you are 5, 15, 20 years and you have done anything big within the industry, you're not doing 10 years. You have 1 year doing all the mistakes repeatedly, and you haven't learned the things that you need to learn for you to have that process correctly and properly. Because so many people, and for at least for me in these 4 years, and so many people where I've learned that what I've seen, and just I need to keep learning, and you are not gonna be the same person. How do you know if you're growing? If you have seen people that you haven't seen a lot of time, remember to see 2 or 3 years and to keep telling you you're exactly the exact same person. What have you done these 2, 3 years? Because this is a persistent, this is not a speed race. This is of resilience, and every learning and every step that you take, you have to be grateful because you need to visualize where you want to reach. Because I have done with the community and my team, with all the work team that we're doing, and to have that profit by the end of the year, and for at least to my closest ring, but for my closest ring by the end of the year, the 30 closest leaders in those 30 among us, we need to be billing at least $4 million within the top 30 of my personal ring by the end of the year. And that is the goal that I have. That is the vision where we are running. I cannot imagine myself. I just visualize always. Today, I will tell you honestly, most of you know it. I love the political topics. And every time I'm sitting with someone and talk. The other day, I was talking with a lady that she knows Carlos Slim and Roberto Carlos Ayun. She's a very successful lady, and she's to the other level. She's a businesswoman in all the extent of the word. We can see it, and she talked properly and everything. But most of the people is scared to tell their dreams and the things that you visualize. And she said, "I'm gonna." I said, "I'm gonna become a president within 24 years." And she just looked at me amazed, and she felt shocked because I never felt someone so confident to say it aloud. Because my vision is to have that leaders and take those 30 leaders and to become an organization of 2 million and to have that biggest and strongest community. Because I have it in my mind the next 18 months. Because today I have over 2,000 people. Yes, but that was going to be the 2,000 that are going to be the mainly. And with those, we will change Latam and we will take and seize that political power because that is my vision. That's what I visualize. Because I have it clear in my head. We need to understand. We need to add to our dreams and goals to that financial vehicle within this industry that is Decentra. But we need to have that vision of where do we want to reach. And if you have that clear vision, there will be nothing that will tumble you. And you will have enough strength to keep running. Even if the people start talking trash about you, because there is nothing more important of the vision of what you're doing. And you need to understand that people need to follow someone that has that vision and is working every single day. Maybe I haven't signed in anyone because you don't have the vision where you want to achieve and you don't have that clear vision to where you want to achieve. We're talking with a person without the sports, feds and gambling. I'm just by myself. I have my channel and and I will charge 25 pesos to 100 pesos every month. And I have every of the $25 that he charges, he'll pay them $20 and he keeps 5. And they don't even work like that. I will charge the yearly fee, and they will not bring people to that betting channel. And I will tell them I will take them to a trip, because the money just does not move people. Because you need to have that clear vision to where you're going. Because there's 1,000 ways to do money. The persistency is alongside with that clear vision and where you're going and where you're headed and where you're gonna take your community. And I'm telling you something, I don't care how much you make, and the people in front of me won't care how much you make, because the person in front of you doesn't care if you get into business for home or not. That brother wants to know what are you going to be able to do for that person. He doesn't care what you're billing. He will care what you will do for that person and how you're going to help that person. The important is not how much I make, but what you will be doing and what can I do for you to get to that place. Because a leader is someone that wants to be a benefit with people and not of people. You know, that is the difference within a leader and a pseudo leader. And trust me, because if you have that vision, people are going to be grateful, and people will start visualizing by themselves, and people will be persistent and resistant, and they were going to follow that direct path. You need to understand that nothing that is worth doing, if you are thinking of surrendering and quitting, nothing that is worth it, it's easy or simple. The things that worth in life, it's always uphill. Always. I hope that you're following with me. I'm gonna start sucking up a little bit slower because they told me that the interpreter was not catching up.
Esos 3 puntos, chicos. Dice Eric Blanquet, a mí me gustaría que me apoyes con una capacitación con el equipo. Yo lo hago mucho.
Can you help me out with my community? I do it a lot with the teams. When we're starting month, what do we need? What do you need as a team? What is lacking? What capacitation do we need? And yesterday, and let me talk to you something about this. We were waiting that it was clear all those main points for you, and maybe we could share it in those groups. But I was talking with one of the partners here in Mexico City, one of the leaders from Leon. My brother, what do you think that people lack? I always like to learn and hear the leaders, because we're a team, and we need to listen to them. And I will tell them, ladies and gentlemen, this is so simple. I want to listen to you. I want to hear you. What do you need? And all of them always say, Alex, that's closing up trainings, either more techniques or more theories, or the most you see that we do that closing. Sometimes it's so difficult that people learn in that way. I have given 1,000 of trainings how to do an effective closing. I had given step by step, and yesterday we realized that there are important points to follow to have that effective closures, those closings. And one of the part of the following, and we're talking with organizations, and we're talking about it at night. I will not do trainings. I will just do a live on Instagram, and I will connect many leaders, and you can see how we talk with ourselves, because I don't have a PDF or anything prepared, but we talk a lot. Now, most of the people today are not creating, or they're not closing, because they are afraid to say what they do, because they are afraid to be uncovered, and whether they're gonna think about me because I'm a networker. In the last training I did in Mexico City, I was telling the partners, Most of the people confuse network marketing with the sales of products and direct sales. Like Mary Kay, Avon, Jafra, and Fuller in Mexico, and those networks that sell you those beauty products. And I was seeing it, but the people think that most of us. I'm a lawyer and I'm selling an investment package. I'm not gonna leave about this. If you don't uncover as a professional networker, you're just not gonna do it. And that is key. Today, we don't have a profession or a single profession or job that is that is not good if you do it with respect, that it has to be represented.
A mí me fue un shock mental. Era una muy buena universidad. Y era un proceso
because
porque ahí el ego te lo suben mucho.
The ego in
cuando yo arranqué network marketing dije, voy a quemar todos mis barcos. Necesito
I'm gonna to spend that learning curve, because that's what we're talking today. It was easy to pass if you beat your ego. And my ego, before I share my product or service, it was so difficult for me to beat my own ego. It hit me a lot to say I'm a networker and not saying I'm a lawyer, and to say I have a diploma, and doesn't matter the position you are right now. And then I understood and remember my childhood. And I remember when my father went to a difficult situation of 5 or 6 years, and he didn't live with us, and that's important subject with ourselves. And my mother took care of for a month, 4 years. She had working for every single one of us, and we were working. And I remember how my mom and I would take my brother from the hand and to be knocking house by house, to sell in Fuller, to sell rugs, to sell all those things that is network marketing. And the fact to be able to offer a product or a service. And I started network marketing because of this. And my ego was beaten when I set a route, a purpose, and a goal. And that made my learning curve to become stronger and faster and easier for me. And that is an important process that will help you go through that learning curve. That is something important I remember, and it's just crazy. I remember that I will take my brothers. And this is something that none in my organization knows, because I don't like to talk about this a lot, but this, I started to develop that business and didn't stop me. My mom doesn't need to be working. She already went through a lot. So I'm gonna go through this learning curve. I'm gonna be persistent and gonna go that follow-up that I need to do. I learned how to prospect and to learn the abilities and the skills that the biggest in this industry have, and because I'm gonna be one of the biggest. It was something interesting, but that learning curve accelerated. So if I can give you an advice that I can give you to go through that learning curve, disregarding all the success and failure that you had in life, disregarding if you have 10 careers, 10 majors, or take 10 PhDs, is to lower that ego and focus in what you want to achieve. What people says and what people think will not make you better or worse person. Work with your organization, focus within the people of that has the results and that you have the same results, and to take care who you're listening to, take care of who you're following, take care with who you're relating with, because that is a really important point that you need to take in account. And of course, your upline, because I have never seen an upline, or at least like myself, that an upline gives me a bad advice. And I haven't seen a mentor to give bad advice. Will be like kind of dumb to do that. but you will learn it alongside the process and enjoy your learning curve because it's important, it's interesting, it's fun even.
No de ir
Because
disfrutando el proceso, sino
because when you start growing,
solucionar problemas, cómo solucionar
you will just enjoy the process, but you will have and it will be different because then you will be solving problems and all of this because it takes a lot of responsibility to be in a high rank, but it's part of the process. And I'm telling you honestly, when I do these trainings, when any of the leaders do it, connect. It's important to learn and actually to grab that information that we share. We procure to give our best in these trainings. Maybe I couldn't do and set the background today, the connection, the internet, but the leader is right there, trying to seek the best for the organization and for the company, because we're part of the same vision and the same movement. And even if you are part of my organization or not, you can count with me because we are here to help each other against all the things that are out there that can damage our business. But I want to tell you, have a great day and take care of the trainings because we're going to be having tours in Colombia and Mexico. We're going to keep traveling and sharing the information. I promise you that the tour after Tony Robbins in Mexico and in Colombia is going to be a tour that was never seen in this industry. I'm going to be to that every corner, every city, and every part that where a person is seeking for an opportunity, and we're going to share it. So, ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. Take care. I send you a big, big, big hug in the distance. I will see you in your city soon. And if you like the training, and upload it to your social media and tag the company, your community, your friends, your team, the company, my upline, everyone, please. And thank you. Take care. See you next time.